Okay, Mrs. Ratajek here. I just wanted to go over how to play Sudoku. So Sudoku can be played online, or you can get books at the grocery store or any bookstore, Walmart, things like that. But you can also print them online. There are printable games, but this is a fun online game for you to play. Um, it's at Sudoku.com, and we're going to choose an easy um, game board today. And then we're going to go ahead and show you how to play. So the object of Sudoku is to fill in each of the missing blanks from each of these boxes. As you notice, there are boxes that are 3 by 3, and there are 9 of them since we've taught multiplication. So there's one box here, another box here, another one here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, the object is to get each of these small boxes to have one number, 1 through 9. So you're going to have one of each number, 1 through 9. Then the other object is to fill that in. However, you have to be aware that there can only be one of that digit in a line going straight across. As you can see, there's 3, 6, 9 blanks going across, as well as going straight down, 3, 6, 9. So you can only use a 1 in a place that doesn't have that 1 in a line. So for example, there's a 1 here, which means there cannot be a 1 here. And there is a 1 over here, which means this can't be a 1 or this can't be a 1. So we have to decide what other boxes could have a 1. So down here, you've got an erase and an undo. There's a hint, and there's also the notes button. The notes button is great because I can click on notes, and now it's on, and then I can go up to a box and say, so this one can't have a 1, and this one can't have a 1. I'm trying to figure out how to see what's underneath this box, but select the cell. So let's see, let's go with this one. Okay, so if you notice here, there's also a 1 in this column, so we can't have a 1 in this column either. So no 1 here and no 1s here. So this could be a 1, and this could be a 1, but we're not sure, so we're going to keep going. So now I'm going to say, all right, this box has a 2, which means I'm not going to use another 2. So now I'm going to look at 3. Well, if you look at this row has a 3, this row has a 3, this row has a 3, and this row has a 3, which means the only number that can go here is 3. Now, to do that, I'm going to click off of the notes, and I'm going to click on the 3, and you'll see that if it comes up blue, that means that I got it correct. Now I'm going to go back. I always like to have this on just in case I accidentally hit a button. Then I don't lose the game. I think that this game gives you the option. You only get 3 incorrect answers, and then you lose. So this one is a timed or a challenge game. There is a time. You can pause your time, but then it hides everything, so you can't keep guessing while you're paused. And then it comes back. All right, so now we're done with 3. So I've got a 1 in one of these spots, but we don't know which one yet. We have 2, 3. Now let's look for 4. We know we have a 4 in this row going across. We have a 4 in this row going across. So that leaves me with this blank and this blank. So neither one of those have a 4. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a penciled 4 in there and a penciled 4 in there because we don't know. Now let's look at 5. Well, we know this one can't have a 5. This one, there is no 5 in either one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this blank and put a 5 there. And we know that I could have a 5 here. I could have a 5 here. Okay, so now let's see, 6 we have. So now 7, we know this is a 7, so neither one of these are going to be a 7. This is a 7. There's a 7 down here, so this can't be a 7. So I could have a 7 here or a 7 here. Let's look at 8. So if we have an 8, there is an 8 in this column, so we cannot have an 8 here. I do believe that's an 8 underneath there, so we're not going to be able to, yeah, so we can't put an 8 here or an 8 here. So one of these could be an 8, because if you look straight across, there's no 8s. So I'm going to pencil in an 8 there and an 8 there. And then it already has a 9. So now I can't do anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next box. Okay. So, unpause. All right, so back here, we're looking at our numbers, and we're done with this box. We really can't do anything yet, so let's move on to the next one. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to say, all right, we're going to start with our 1 we have. We know that there's a 2 in this column, so this cannot be a 2. We know there's a 2 in this column, so it cannot be a 2 here. So this one could be a 2. So I'm going to click that one. This one could be a 2. And this one could be a 2. And then I'm going to look at 3, 4. Okay, let's look at 5. This one cannot be a 5 because there's a 5 here. And then this is a 5 here, so those can't be a 5. So I could have a 5 here. I could have a 5 here. Or I could have a 5 here. Then I'm going to see, I've got 6. So let's look at 7. This is 7, so we can't do a 7 here. We can't do a 7 here or here. So that means this has to be a 7. So I'm going to take this one off. And I'm going to put 7 there. And then you'll see that I got it right because it's blue. And then we just keep working across the board. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more and get us caught up, and then we'll walk through it again. Okay, so back over here, I'm looking ahead. I knew I couldn't put an 8 in this column because there's already an 8 there. There's already an 8 here, and there's no empty spaces. So one of these two has to be an 8. Looking at 9, I know this, there's no 9s here. I can't have a 9 here. But I could have a 9 here or a 9 here. So looking at that, I mean, if this could be a 9 but can't be a 2, then this one's probably a 9. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. I'm going to put in a 9. Yep, there is a 9. So now this has to be a 2. So I'm going to fill that one in. So now that you notice, you can see that I'm missing a couple of numbers. So now I'm looking for this middle box. So we're looking at 1. There's no 1s here because this is already a 1 for that column going straight across. So no 1 is there. And then there's no 1s can be here. So then this could be a 1 or a 1. Okay, so now let's look at 2. No 2 here, no 2 here. So that means this has to be a 2. Yep. And then, okay, so 3, 4, 5. Now looking at 6, no 6 can go here. And I could do a 6 here or a 6 here. Okay. And then 7 is already there. 8. Any of these could be an 8 because there's no 8 in any of those. So any of these could be an 8. 9 cannot be a 9 here. Nothing here. and we don't know about these, so they could be 9. So I'm going to leave them because I'm not going to put a number in each box, but I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next set of 9 boxes. So we've got 1. When we look at 2, I can do, okay, so 1, I could have a 2 here. Oh, but no, because there's 2 here. So this cannot be a 2. Neither one of these can be a 2 because of this 2. So this could be a 2, or this could be a 2. I've got 3, 4 cannot be here. Nothing else has a 4, so any of these could be a 4. So I could put 4, 4, and you can mark these. Oh, wait, this cannot be a 4. Look, there's a 4 here. So this cannot be a 4. So we've got to erase that. Right there, we're going to erase it because it can't be a 4. So we know we can have a 4 here, but no 4 here. We could do a 4 here. Okay. So then 5, no 5 here. This could be a 5, and this could be a 5. Okay. Then we have 6. This cannot be a 6. This cannot be a 6. This cannot be a 6, which means this has to be a 6. So I'm going to take that and put 6. Yep, got a blue. 7, 8, and then we have to find that 9. So this cannot be 9. This cannot be 9. So these two could be 9. And then if we can't figure it out, we have to keep going. So, and this one could be a 4 or 4. I'm guessing this is going to be the 4, but I don't want to put it in yet. I'm not confident, so I'm going to move on. So I'm going to go all the way over to this side because there's only 3 empty boxes in this one. So I know this is missing a 1 in here. So I know it can't be this one. It can't be this one. So it's got to be this one. Okay. 2, I need a 3. We know that it cannot be a 3 here. So this has to be a 3. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this has to be a 9. And so you see one whole box is full. And so that kind of helps me over here because I know I cannot have a 9 in here. So none of these, this has a 9 already, so this box won't need a 9. So I can keep working that way. Let's go down. So I have a 1, and it can't be a 2 because there's a 2 here and a 3 here and a 4 here. So it could be a 5, but it can't be a 5 because of this. So this has to be a 5 because the only numbers missing from this column was the 5 and a 6. So we knew a 5 couldn't go in this spot because there's already a 5 in this row. So this must be a 6. So you can see we finished off that row. So now I can keep going on this one. 1, we know we need a 2. A 2 cannot go in this column because there's a 2 here, and there's also a 2 here. What number is missing from this column? 1, 2. You can see we're missing a 3. Let me pause this. Okay, so we're almost done here. So 1, this is missing a 3, so we know this has to be a 3. And then in this column, so we've got 1, we're missing a 2 in this box, so there's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so this is a 2. So we're missing a 2 there. All right, so now that box is done. So then we can keep going. I'm going to pause it myself. Hold on. All right, so back here, let's go ahead and look at the next column. And on the next column, we're looking over here. All right, so we've got 1. It's missing a 2, but I can't have a 2 here. We can't have a 2 here because there's a 2 here now. So this is going to have to be a 2. We know we're looking for a 3. Oh, it already has a 3, so 3, 4. So we're missing 5, but it's not going to be a 5 here. So this is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to be a 9. All right, that box is done. So then let's look at this box. It's 1, 2. So 3, it's not here. It's not going to be here. Can't be here, and it can't be here. So it's got to be a 3 here. 3. And then we've got 4, 4, 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. So this has to be a 4. Then we have 5, 6. We know this is a 6, 6. So one of these spots can be a 6. Let me see if there's a 6 up above. No. So this could be a 6, or this could be a 6. Almost done here. So let's see, 7. We've got a 7 here, 7 here. So then this one's going to be a 7. That row's done. 8. Got an 8 here and an 8 here. So this has to be 8. And now we've got this 9. There cannot be a 9 here because it's already here. So this is going to be 9, which makes this going to be 6. So now I keep going and I'm almost done with these boxes. So again, this is just an easy method. You can move it up and make it medium, hard, or expert. So try it out and see what you think. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.